Good evening, Friday fam. You got your boy EOD Jenks here, and on the left you got
Nazareth coming at you. How are you doing this night?
doing good. Been having a wonderful week having Junior here at the house. Haven't been able to get as much swigga in as I'd like, but given that they're going to give us Conquest back in a couple days, I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too. I just finished that off today, and I was trying to sneak in some crystals here and there just to make up for time that I couldn't get in the swigga as well, but I was able to get the max box at the last hour. Trust me, it took me some crystals and consumables to get that done.
I did everything that I could to get to the gearbox I got to. I didn't get all the way to the max. I still had section 5 to go. I couldn't get past Ray, even though I got my Supreme Emperor up. I was not ready.
Last night I was about 40 stars away from getting it done, and I thought just no way, but I was this close to finishing up the one where you have to mark the feat, where you have to mark 40 times.
Yep.
And I was within 10 there, so I knew I just had to run that 2 or 3 more times to get it finished. And then I was just facing down
Good stuff.
every boss that was left there, and I spent some time on YouTube and tried a bunch of different things, and
Get a hold of our buddy Bit Dynasty, I hope.
I tried reaching out to him, and one of the things I said, okay, well, I'm gonna have to start at sector 5 and see if I can get that. If I can get that, then I'll move my way down, because then there's a chance. And I was just about to give up, and I'm like, okay, I gotta start moving data discs around. I'm gonna have to go and throw some credits towards the consumables, which I've never been a fan of, but they save my bacon. I found one consumable where it gave me, I think, 63% critical chance, and you need to hit, was it 20 times in a row?
20 times, yeah, something crazy.
And so I lined that all up. So I basically started out with Jay Knight Reven, who gives you 30% critical chance. So with that, it almost made it perfect 100. And the funny thing is, by the time I must have ran it 6-7 times trying to do the same thing, and just RNGesus was not being with me on that one. He's letting me walk alone on that path. And all of a sudden I got to the point where I had control and just finished it off. Oddly enough, I didn't get the critical feats, but I got everything else. So I was like, all right, we'll move down to 4, because that's Ray, and the feats that I needed to do on that one were the turn meter, and I think with one attacker, I think that was part of one of the feats.
Or no attackers. It was no attackers.
At least one attacker, I think it was. And so I had to go back and grab some more consumables, and I think what I ended up on that one was Ray comes out so freaking fast that I found a consumable that gave me, I think, 30% or 27% speed, and then I put Thrawn up in the lead, so him with the leader's resolve. So I had 2 entrenches, the blue ones, so that's 150 protection right off the bat. Had 2 vitalities. Wow. So it's 2 vitalities, one was blue and one was green. So my life and protection were already jacked. A leader's resolve. Thrawn was coming out of there like a bat out of Hades. And then after that, nice. I had 3 decayed turn meters. One of them was blue, so 8%, 5%, 5%. So every time I hit somebody, I was dropping 18% off of turn meter off of them. Then I had Thrawn, I had Vader with his merciless massacre, I had Watt, I had Malik, because Malik, I mean, you got to get out of that battle somehow. And then
and when you bring in the entrenched Malik, I mean, he just wow,
he gets protection, which he never has anyway. And then
he's hugely thick.
Then the tricky part was to try to find a nice pre-taunt, so I used the GBA, Genosian Brood Alpha, and that took several times, because the trick on that one was you had to go straight to the face with Ray. The only way to do that was hit her with a culling blade, and to have any debuffs land, I had to position it so Malik would go and do
he pulls when he does that move where he pulls you back.
Yeah, I'll pull
the health from,
and that drops tenacity.
That's some good theory crafting you got going on there, bud.
Well, it wasn't mine per se. It was I took it from trying to remember the name.
I know who you're talking about. Skeletrex.
Absolutely. Skeletrex is awesome. I pulled from his videos several times.
He posted a bunch of videos on every boss on how to get max feats on each one of them. And it might not have been one team, it might have been a couple.
And the thing of his was, again, kind of like what Bit Dynasty runs, the no GL, and his edition was no Watt, but I threw Watt on. So I went from there because Watt made it easier. So the thing is you got to use, and what Malik has is called Torture. You use Torture on Ray, and that brings it so you can throw stuff on Ray and make him stick. Thrawn at one point uses Fracture to hold Rey there, but you better be doing some damage by the time Rey comes out of Torture, because she's going to be mad as all heck. And,
oh, yeah. She's going to be ready to go.
Yeah. So then I'm just dropping dots, trying to get there, and with all that armor, vitality things, I was able to survive one wave of her ultimate decently enough to kind of pick myself up and keep going. So I was able to throw dots a few times. She came through the ultimate, survived that wave, and then I was able to get the culling blade and just work my way through there. Took out the Resistance brothers after that, and then you just have BB-8, and then you also have Jedi Training Rey.
You mean the handbag boys?
Yeah, the handbag boys. Yeah, they're not fanny packs, they're handbags. Don't get that mixed up.
I wasn't as fortunate. You know, my roster's not got all the Relic 7s yet. I did get my Supreme Emperor to his ultimate. Now I just got to get the team to go around him. The gear grind is the gear grind.
The gear grind is real.
I will say this though, doing everything I had for Supreme Emperor, I got a lot of stun guns. So I'm not so stuck behind that wall at the moment, but I'm trying to bring my imps up.
Yeah, stun guns are still the bane of my existence, and the Cairo is really becoming a real thing now with a lot of the characters that I'm trying to run up. I'm about 30 shards away from getting Mama Mothma off the ground here, and then get her starting the gear grind. She's all the way as far as I can push her with the gear, so one piece short from 12. Yep. I'll do that.
Same with my Hodor right now.
And then it's going to be going down the trek of trying to get Jedi Master Luke off the ground and rolling. Cool. So
now, is that your first actual GL?
It will be. Yeah, looking forward to that.
Now I'm working on building some teams and then bringing everybody up to 5 so we can start running a stout C-pit group. You know, go from there. Now that I got the Emperor there, I got to get the Sith Triumphant up and Bad Basti up, and then go from there. Off the races, I got pieces on most of them. Just got to get them finished. You know, we'll see where she crumbles after that. I saw Arnold's video the other night, and it was quite impressive about what Sith Eternal Emperor can do with just one or two teams.
Yeah, you're gonna have to demonstrate that.
And I will. As soon as, you know, obviously I got to do my armor. I just thanked the guild, got my Watt to 7 stars. We got the 1 shard for Jinx. You know, one shard for EOD. So just 1. I only needed 1, and I got it myself. And then I got all those extras, and I was happy. You know, shout out to the guild for that one. I'm close on the Kenobi stuff. Like that's my conundrum. Like I already had Qui-Gon and Mace, and Ayla's almost at gear 12. The one I'm getting stuck behind now is farming Boca Trash.
A lovely grind that will be.
Oh yeah, my Grievous is already a 5, Relic 5. Most of them are already at the finisher. I just got to take them up a couple levels, and then, you know, the last one I should have remaining is Boca Trash, and then getting the Kenobi stuff to 8.
Yeah, I've been making some headway on the C-Pit stuff as well. I'm almost finished getting my clones, and I got Shock T up to Relic 5, so that's in the bag. I gotta get Jolie up there to finish off that squad. Then I gotta work on the Impies for various reasons, mostly so I can get some of these Assault. You've heard me. They're fun to play. They're just bad men to begin with. But the fact is that
I got a couple pieces that I got to get Relic to have a full team of 5 to do those assault battles.
So getting back to the conquest here a little bit, how far did you actually end up getting? Did you get to box 4?
I got all the way to Rey, and then I got the box that had 40 Ahsoka in it.
Nice. 40 snips is a good thing.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with that. I got 2. I was able to purchase 2, and I know CG's going to give us 3, the third one that I missed. And I was short. If I had beaten Rey, I would have had enough for the 5th one, but for the 4th set that you could buy.
I was so close, and everything in me said, do not spend your credits. But then I started thinking, well, let's just see what happens when I move some of these discs around. Then I also had the Ruthless one, where if they got below 100 health, they had 2 armor shreds and healing immunity slapped on them, which that one saved my bacon on my travel up, but it was doing me no good against the boss feats. So
yeah, no, I was just floored with Rey, and now I got the Seep up there at 7, so
that'll make a lot.
See what happens in this next run.
But I was sitting there thinking I was going through madness because I'm burning credits, and I'm thinking, what am I doing? And there's no way I'm gonna get through this. And then just one round it stops, and I had control, and they dropped, and I got 2 of the feats done. So at that point I was like, okay, Game on. Let's keep
incoming. Here we go. So we're about to be invaded. Fiverr fam.
Close encounters of the third kind here.
Over here, buddy.
Okay. Hi.
What's going on, Fiverr fam?
Hi.
How goes, Chief? How are you, big guy?
So
I'm a bit shy, okay?
I can tell.
He's doing
And
good.
look.
He can't hear me right now because it's on my headphone. Uncle Fester mask. All right, that's gorgeous. We'll look into that. All right. So with that being said, Friday Fiverr, I think our time limit's up for the night.
All right.
I got to tell you, we're going to be off like a prom dress here in a second, but it's always a pleasure doing these with Naz, even when we got
a magician behind you.
Like I said, Junior's in town for a bit.
So with that, you got
watching tomorrow, or it should be late Saturday. I'm going to post a 3v3 with Junior helping out.
Awesome. So with that, you got any words of wisdom?
Yeah, keep your powder dry.
Stay cool this weekend.